I keep my mini happy planner with me at all times. This is where I check in everything that comes in last minute, do my planning for my other channel, write in appointments, and travel plans. I have a really busy travel schedule this fall thanks to the growing popularity of my main channel, so there's going to be a lot to plan for this week. And because of that, my entire weekend is going to be at an event in Chicago. So I am taking the biggest sticker I can find in my Big Mambi sticker book that's going to take up at least 2 days. And the sticker says, "Craft your life from dreams." Because a year ago, I never could have imagined that I was going to be traveling to all these different cities for these kinds of crazy events. And I fly out Thursday night, so I put a little sticker with an airplane to remind me that that's when I need to take off. I really like the color palette that is printed on this page, but I don't like the solid bars of the same color. I like to switch it up. So I have this really pretty sort of polka dot washi that I'm going to stretch across some of these boxes and then cut the individual rows of polka dots out so that it can be used as sort of a header or a footer just to cover some of those blocks. Now I know I've got some filming, packing, and a lot of planning to do before I take off in a few days, so I'm going to be filling a lot of these blocks with to-do lists of different kinds. Every morning I've got to get my little guy to school before I can start my day. I'm trying to work on my health and fitness, so a couple of times a week I walk to pick up my little guy. This takes about half an hour for me to get there, and coming home with him, he's a little bit of a slowpoke, and we like to explore. So that's about an hour on the way back, sometimes longer if we get distracted by the beach. So I'm putting in a text box here to sort of block out a large chunk of time in the middle of my day where I'm just going to be spending time with my kid. Knowing that I'm flying out Thursday night, I want to make sure I'm packed Wednesday night. So I'm going to put in my little sticker to remind myself what should be packed and what needs to be waiting by the door. Also going to break up some of that bar with some more washi. And on that washi, there's a little pastel blue polka dot that I want to bring into this page because it's looking a little too pink. So I put in some of that minty pastel green, and I'm going to start bringing that in with some checklists as well. I'll have a little time in the morning on Thursday to do some last minute chores, but usually before I go on a trip, it's my time with my family and my kids, just to let them know that I care about them before I leave. So I'm going to add in this checklist for Thursday afternoon, but it's only going to be a small list because I'm not going to get to a lot of things before I go. Looking at my mini planner, I realize Monday's going to be a holiday, so I'm going to use a large sticker, another really pretty quote, just to block off the time in the evening to spend time with the family. Now I know I'm going to be running around Chicago a lot over the weekend, so I'm using some washi tape and a big weekend sticker to sort of block out that time for the weekend. I'm not going to be able to do a lot of planning in advance, so a lot of this stuff is going to be mapped out in my mini happy planner once I arrive at the hotel, as opposed to trying to block it in here on my big planner that's going to be staying home. Now again, the whole washi of this pattern is really wide, and I'm just looking for something subtle and pretty to break it up. So I'm stretching it across the time I want, and then I'm just cutting the layers of polka dots I actually want, which in this case I'm going to be using 2 rows. And then I stuck those back on. Then I'm wanting to mirror in that sort of pretty powder blue or mint green stickers just to sort of bring in that color in the bottom row. And I fly out really late Sunday night on a red eye, so there's another airplane for me to come home. I want to keep that color running through the whole spread, so I'm gonna put in a lovely bit of that sort of mint blue here in the middle row, and I'm gonna have a swim day, and then I think we're gonna go to the park. As I'm filling in all these boxes, I'm realizing that there isn't a huge amount of time before I take off, and when I get back from this weekend, it's going to be a really quick turnover of prepping for my next event the following weekend. So I'm wanting to make my evenings as much about family as possible. So I'm putting in another text box here that has a full color background to bring in that blue into this spread, but also to remind myself to spend time with family and to make today great. Now it feels like there isn't enough of the cream or the pink, so I'm taking this full box with a flower, and I'm going to cut that down to size and split that into 2 different boxes. The event I'm going to ends at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, after which I'm going out to dinner with friends. So I'm going to mark that down on here because that's a plan I know already. And the event starts Friday afternoon, so I'm going to mark that in as well. Now I get the fun part of filling in all of my plots and plans and scheduling all of my time. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I hope you enjoyed this spread. I hope to be bringing more planning videos to you more often coming this year. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you soon.